Have a good Valentine's Day? I'm serious, did you?
We didn't do anything. We don't ever do anything for Valentine's Day.
I like it.
I mean, we thought about going out to eat, but everything was going to be slammed. And so we did not do that. I always get the kids something. And then just, what about you?
We did. I planned something. I'm just kidding. No, we went to dinner. But we did get the kids something too.
Where'd you go?
Amerigo.
What was it like? We've already talked about this, not in depth. So I already know
Off
you
the
went
podcast.
to Amerigo. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
I sent you a picture of some food,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought you would know what it was. And then you said, what is that? And you remember what I said?
Okay.
back?
I told Coco that when you sent it to me, it almost looked like a dessert, and you'd already sent me your food. And so when you already sent me your food, I was thinking you were sending the dessert. And I was like, but that looks like tomatoes. And so that's why I said, what is that?
Okay, what looks like dessert then?
This looked like a
The bread.
stone or whatever.
I agree.
And then...
Well, then what is it?
It's bruschetta, but that's not how you say it.
It is too how you say it.
You don't say it bruschetta.
Well,
Bruschetta
I've
is...
ordered it wrong everywhere I've ever ordered it.
I might be wrong, but I do not think... Josh, is bruschetta the correct way to say it? You don't know? I don't think... I think it's... I've always said bruschetta. I've always said bruschetta.
Well, then why are you even saying it's something other than that?
Because not too long ago, I don't know what I was watching, but...
I'm trying to think of another way you could even pronounce it.
Bruce. It's like... I don't know. We need to ask what the correct way to say it is.
Bruschetta. Anyways, like I was just saying, like I thought you would know what that was. But with that being said, we ate at Amerigo in Huntsville, or South Huntsville, I guess you'd say. But it was different. Like I could see how you would mistake that for a scone.
Well, bruschetta, or however the correct way to say it, is usually little
No, you
baguettes.
confused me with that.
They're little baguettes.
Yes, yeah, that's what we talked about last night. Like it's usually like a thing, and I don't like. You know what I'm saying? When you get those like, I guess baguettes or whatever, and it like almost cuts the roof of your mouth.
It makes my mouth raw. That's why when she was describing how that was,
that
sounded amazing. Yes, I definitely.
But I don't eat the olives there, or Kamado olives. Or
Kalamata, if that's.
It's bruschetta.
Bruschetta. Bruschetta, tomato, Kalamata.
Kalamata.
But I like black olives. I don't really like green olives because they're like weird to me. But I don't like that.
Okay, so I agree. I mean, I like Kalamata or Kalamata.
Nicole says they're more flavorful.
But they are. They do have more of that like harsh, like strong.
Yeah, not
strong
good taste.
Right? Yeah. No. I do love olives too.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. So this is the second episode of Regular People. We didn't really introduce ourselves last time. So we are first cousins. We're married, not to each other. We're raising our families on the same farm that we grew up on.
And we're just literally wanting to bring you some joy and some laughter and make your day a little better, a little brighter. So.
Yep. And we hope you help you understand regular people. We'll get better at that. I won't stutter next time.
So, anyways.
So no Valentine's plans. Did you have a good week?
I kind of had a little bit of like a stress, not stressful, but just, I don't know. I was very glad for the 3-day weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get a 3-day weekend?
I actually did this time, so.
Because you took off, or do you do?
No, we were actually closed this time.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's first time. I'm not sure why, if it was like a floating holiday thing or what.
Oh, okay.
But, so we are.
Well, yay.
3-day weekend.
I'm telling you. Like,
Friday on a Saturday.
but for real, like, tonight's our Friday.
That's what I'm saying,
so
yeah.
exciting.
Are you
Are you off? Yeah. Are you off? Oh.
Are you going to church in the morning? What? I am.
Most likely. The only reason that we wouldn't be is because Ava has been doing Matilda, and like I know she is going to be from the whole backstage, and it has been awesome. And I know she is going to be exhausted because they had 2 back-to-back shows today. So
how many shows total do you know?
By the end of it, they will have done 8, and 5 were this weekend, starting Thursday night. So they've got another one tomorrow. So I'll probably just let her sleep, and because she's gonna be dead tonight, like so tired. So, but it was so good. We went and watched it today again.
Is that her first one she's ever done?
No, this is like her 4th.
I was trying to set a conversation. I think I knew she at least done one other one.
Oh yeah, y'all went to one of them. Y'all went to one of them. This is like the 4th.
We're gonna do a couple whole backstage.
No, I mean one of hers. Yeah. This is her
one?
4th. Y'all went to Elf, didn't you? Elf Jr. or Lion King? Y'all went to Lion King.
Maybe.
I have a picture of y'all with her, so y'all were there. Yeah. Remember, because we were trying to go eat that night, and y'all were like, we were trying to go eat that night, and Ava was all excited because we thought we were going to go eat like El Camino with y'all, and y'all had already eaten or something. Huh. Yeah, and she was pretty upset. But anyways.
Well, we will be going to church tomorrow. I'm scared. But either way, it'll be a Saturday on a Sunday.
I know. So. We'll still have that next day, which we have orthodontist appointments.
But we love our lives. I promise you. We're not just living for the weekends.
Yeah, we're not just living for the weekend. Oh, I'm very thankful for my work life and week. And it wasn't even work. It was just something every night. So if you said kind of stressful,
what was the kind of stress?
Just like somewhere to be most nights of the week, and then the play and volleyball, which we love both of those. But it's just
well, when you have a famous actress volleyball player, it'll all pay off in the long run. So.
Yeah, I agree. So maybe that'll happen, or a famous podcast.
Yeah, there you go. All right, I'm not going to talk about Sully every week, but he is fresh in our life. So you didn't ask me how my week was, but I'll tell you.
I was about to.
It really was actually a really good week. Like some good news at work came through. Just stuff like that, and it was actually really good. Like I can't think of really one thing bad except for what I'm about to
congratulations on your good news.
Thank you. Starts with a pro, ends with a motion. I'm just anyways, but anybody that lives in Marshall County or North Alabama knows we had a bunch of rain, and it was like a bunch. And Sully's been doing really good at potty training and not ringing a bell, or anything, but he's doing yeah, for real. But no, he will go to the door, like for real. Like it was good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Honestly, and the bell gets to the point where it's like they ring it just to go outside to play. Yeah. So you have to take the bell away eventually. It's not like we still ringing bells over here or anything. No. So
Caesar the dog whisperer.
Caesar.
Sorry. But no, and so like it was like it would be drizzling and it would rain hard or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we would go to put him out, and he would sit on the back porch. Oh,
because you called me. You waited out there for forever.
Oh,
because when you called me back and you were still waiting out.
And it was like you can ask Nicole. I thought we'd kind of obviously not out of the puppy phase, but we had kind of all settled in, gotten used to each other, and it was kind of on the up and up. And he was going to the door. But it didn't matter if I let him out, she let him out. You could stand out there with him. It was like he would maybe pee, but he would not poop. Like, seriously, I mean, hold it. Like, get to where he was whimpering inside, pooped on the back porch, which my wife was so excited about. No, but
you have more patience than me. I would not sit out there.
Well, you act like you were there watching me with him.
I was on the phone.
Well, I may have been patient standing there with him, but I was not happy. Like, it's not like I was like, good boy. But
I'm so impatient about that kind of stuff.
But then the rain stopped, and he's back good now. But like for those 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, it was like just, I hated it for a second again. Like I got back to that regretting getting a dog.
That pit in your stomach.
I don't regret getting a dog. You choose that, like, and it just.
I don't know. Well, it kind of throws when everything's going along good. The kids are self-sufficient in ways, and then
what we talked about that. Nicole's like, seriously, like we're done with toddlers, all that stuff, and it's like, but in a sense, we're having to still kind of deal with it. Definitely this week it was, but he did better today. So
That's good.
Didn't get scalded.
Scalded?
I said he didn't get scalded. Like scolded.
Oh, scalded?
What's the difference? Scalded's hot water. No, he definitely didn't get scalded today. That's only on Thursdays. I'm kidding. Peter, calm down. I really don't.
Your wife just found out she didn't know there.
Scolded.
Scalded.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. It's kind of like you
I
as in
scold.
Euphoria. Okay. One time,
Go ahead.
Clay was on an important phone call with his work, and he was spelling out something, and he said, "You as in Euphoria."
Silent E.
And you were on a voicemail. It was a voicemail, so you could not. He couldn't correct it.
And I can't forget it because somebody reminds me.
You as in Euphoria? What is the correct when you're saying you?
Umbrella.
What is you? Umbrella?
Yeah, I've grown, dude. It's umbrella.
Yeah, that was literally like your first year.
I know my ABCs. Yep. C as in cat, T as in dog. I get it.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Oh, I wish
That is
I kind
great.
of want to share this story as like a friend of a friend. So I have this friend.
Okay.
And he has a son. All right.
Okay.
Similar to the son of my age. And he has a girlfriend.
Uh-huh. Who has the girlfriend?
The friend's son.
The friend's son. Okay. Gotcha.
His name is Leighton. The friend. His name's Leighton. His
Well,
son's-
you're not going to say anything we would have to edit out, are you?
No.
Okay.
Okay, just look, long story short, I know this 10-year-old, okay?
Uh-huh.
And he has a girlfriend. And they swapped Valentine's on Thursday this
Uh-huh.
week. I'm good to share this, right? Okay, it's not that bad. Okay. It's my son.
Oh.
Anyways, he has a little girlfriend at school. They swapped Valentine's. I'm sorry. I'm slow playing the story.
Was not catching on to that whatsoever. I'm like, what friend?
Sorry if I confused everybody then. I was joking. Okay. Anyways, long story short, he swapped Valentine's with his girlfriend, if you want to call it that. They're 10 years old. And there was another kid in his grade, a boy that walked up and was like, so-and-so, do you need help carrying your Valentine? Right in front of Ryder. Oh, I meant Schmider. But...
We've already said it's your son.
I know. Oh, we have a soundboard. Moving on up. There you go.
We've already said that it was Ryder.
Okay, sorry.
Or Schmider, sorry.
Long story short, we always call like
Okay, go ahead.
we
I gotta
always
tell
call
the
like
story.
when she picks the kids up, like we always check in with each other or whatever, see what we're doing, and I talk to the kids, see how their day's going. And as soon as I called, he was like, "Daddy, I gotta tell you something." Like you can tell he wanted to get
Bless
hot on the phone.
him.
And he told me the story about that, and he was like, he was like, my fist was clenched in my pocket. I was mad. Yeah, and it was like, I was kind of proud though, because I was like, he's hit that whatever transition and like that.
Where it bothers him and
Well,
like where
yeah.
he's like.
Oh, he even said, I don't know if you heard him say that. He said, if I was in the third grade, he said, this probably wouldn't have bothered me that bad.
Not that I'm in the fifth.
Yeah, he's like, but it was this weird moment. I was like, dude was like straight up, like, I don't know. You could tell it really bothered him. And I didn't know what to say other than just, and he even said, he said, I didn't say anything to him. He said, I wanted to act mature. He said, I didn't want so-and-so to think I was immature by the way I was acting. So,
Sweet buddy.
So
Little punk.
well, you better watch yourself.
I'm
No.
joking.
But no, it was like the first time he was like, you could tell. I was like, man, like I don't want to say jealous, but it was just like, that's my girl. Why you gonna ask her if she needs help with her Valentine? So,
Yeah,
and I asked, I said, is he a new kid to school? He was like, no, we've gone, since elementary or whatever. So I don't know.
which makes it worse.
But I mean,
Well,
but can I say one more thing?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
But we do try to emphasize to him, you're 10 years old, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not belittling girlfriend or boyfriend at 10 years old. I probably had a serious girlfriend. At
Well,
10.
in 6th grade, me and Lars.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we were boyfriend girlfriend for Valentine's Day. Well, I mean, at the time that it was Valentine's Day, we were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Did
We
y'all speak?
never spoke.
I was wondering, did y'all
We
ever
did
talk?
not speak a word. The only time Jeremiah called one night to our house and made us talk on the phone.
What'd y'all talk about?
I was so embarrassed.
What's your favorite
I
color?
talked to Jeremiah more. But what I'm getting at is for Valentine's Day, literally like he walked up to me in the hall and was like, and this is the Valentine. He's like, here. And what?
My mom made me give you this. Okay. I'm kidding. Lars is, if you know who Lars is, you know who Lars is.
And funny story about Lars. I don't know if it's TikTok or Instagram, but his name is Lars Mayo. Did you know that?
I did not. I thought it was Lars something. I didn't know.
It's
sure.
Lars Mayo, and it's like an old man picture of him. And what? So
That is too long. I'm not telling that story. I'm not. That's a confusing.
So it's a very confusing story, and nobody
Maybe
probably
later
think it's funny.
on,
Maybe
yeah,
it's
yeah.
but literally short story long. Our senior trip sparked a years long nicknames for our whole family.
I mean, years long. Our senior trip, we just called him by the nickname. It's more than.
No, but what I'm saying is, we went years
yes.
where we were like, we would give people in our family, I'm
Yeah,
leaving sound, I think,
100%.
names or whatever.
Yeah.
But it all started, and y'all were even mad. We were mad at each other.
Me and him were not mad at
You
each
and
other.
you and him y'all were mad at me.
Yeah. And we were living it up the front seat. We were really trying to make you mad.
I know. So we were all sleeping in the back seat, and y'all were mad at me because we went to those people's house and watched a movie, right?
I don't know, probably. I was a square.
Anyways, next day, which I can't believe. Looking back, I cannot believe I did that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, nothing happened. I had fever blisters all over my
Yeah, they were like, do whatever you do. They were like, look, please, nobody stick me with that girl. They were all like playing paper, rock, scissors, like, dang it, I'm stuck with her.
I was so embarrassed because, we met them on the beach that day. We all played volleyball and everything. And my lips were lined with fever blisters.
I think they played with us because they felt bad for you.
They're like, you can still go kayaking. The herpes commercial.
I love this. Look, dude, I love any of those medicine commercials because everybody looks so happy when they start reading the side effects, and it's like pretty much everything like to die. You know what I'm saying? But it could help you with this one symptom, but probably gonna kill you.
No, okay, so not going to get into medical talk. Josh, will you get me some tissue? I don't know why this podcast makes my nose run, but anyways.
Oh, whoa. You know what to do? You know what to do? Get your nose. Yeah, there you go.
Anyways, that episode wasn't aired.
Oh yeah, look,
anyway.
look, a little, I guess, behind the curtain. We've actually recorded like 2 other episodes prior to the one we posted, but
Thank you, Coco. The sound,
If
we
you
were
thought-
still
look,
like tweaking stuff.
if you thought that first episode was a rough draft, whoa, you should have saw the other 2 we recorded. Nah.
No, they were really good. We were just still tweaking sound.
But the whole time we did it, Sarah was just itching that nose on the mic for some reason, like a cat.
I get rubbing my nose, and I don't know if I like the way it feels or what.
It's on.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the reason for those, again, not going to get into medical discussion, but the reason that it says all that is because those clinical trials, if somebody dies while they're in a clinical trial, you have to put death as that, even if it was a car wreck.
Could you imagine the money you get as a family member of the person that dies in a clinical trial? Do you have to sign like a waiver, you think?
Oh, well, no, because like I'm saying, they might have died in a car wreck. And then
what?
they list, you see what I'm saying? Like if you're in a clinical trial for a medicine and you end up
Dying from a car wreck and you don't die from the medicine, they have
Yes.
to list that death is an option?
not an option, but as a
Or,
possibility.
yeah. Hopefully it's the option you don't choose.
Anyways, back to senior trip.
Yeah.
So they're
I will
driving
have
home.
squirrel
We were
moments.
asleep
Go
in the
ahead.
back, and Clay and Lars were up front. And so if you ever hear me call them Zelly or whatever, like, okay, I'm squirreling too. But they start doing this thing where
Hang in there with us.
you're like, can I get over? And you're like talking to this voice, and Lars is
I'll
like,
say it once.
take it as you
Oh, Father.
take it as you please.
That's it.
So, okay.
I'm not going further with this story. It's weird. I'm
It's not weird in like a weird way you might be
It's
thinking.
a weird and none of y'all would understand it.
It's weird, but I'm telling you, it turned into so much fun.
Oh, it was, but it's one of those, like, if you're there.
Oh, you have to be there. I'm not going any further with the story.
I got you, Lars.
But it is so funny. And I just, for some reason, I saw, I don't know if it was like, I don't ever add anybody on TikTok or anything, but it was something and it said Lars Mayo, and I got so tickled thinking about that.
Oh, we got an airbrush shirt. You don't
Yeah,
know
oh, yeah,
that?
we got one for him and brought it home. Because on the beach trip, he didn't come on.
Yep. He went from
'Cause he
your
would usually come.
6th grade boyfriend that you didn't talk to. Well, he's always been like my brother. So.
But anyway, Lars was developed on that trip, that name. And I can't call him anything different.
Oh, I mean, he's in my phone as that. He's all.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
This episode is all about you. Anything you want to talk about?
Oh, my goodness. Question. I don't know why this came up the other day. Have you ever been in a fight? You haven't, have you?
Okay, I'm not. Okay. This could be a better, like, kind of segue. Lars, sorry to bring you up again. The only fight I've ever. That's a really
Was
good
with
question.
Lars?
Yep. Oh, this is a good story. This is
Okay.
actually a really funny story.
Okay, tell.
Okay, so Lars lives where he grew up was on a hill, and like he had a basketball goal, and it was it was a steep.
It's a steep hill,
Oh,
yeah.
you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
right?
Well,
It
they
was your
still live there,
boyfriend's
right?
home. I don't know. I mean, I think, yeah.
Yes, I think
Okay.
they still live there.
I mean, Lars does.
I know Lars does it. Go ahead.
Anyways,
Drink
so,
every time we say Lars. Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, so I mean, we would play ball up there all the time, and like we'd go up there after school or spend the night or whatever. And there was this one time the ball went down the hill, and like I mean, it went down past like way down the hill where the soccer fields were, I think. And I don't know if I thought it was him that did it, and he thought it was me or whatever. And we just got into like this big.
Who was gonna go get it?
Oh yeah, like shout match, who's gonna get it? And so, big dog comes in, I'm gonna get mine.
Oh yeah.
I swing like a haymaker.
You actually swung.
Let me finish. Look, okay, you're making me sound way cooler than what it was because it was like it wasn't like this cool tight punch. It was more like I've never thrown a punch before, so what is this? And so I swing and totally miss. And as I miss, I come down. He gets me in a headlock. I'm so glad you asked me this question. That was not planned. I am so glad you asked me this. He is literally choking me out. So instead of conceding, prideful as I am, I'm like, "You're not hurting me. You're not hurting me." And like I don't remember anything after that. I probably blacked out or whatever. But like that was my one fight, So I've thrown one punch, didn't land, and he wasn't hurting me. He knows he wasn't hurting me.
When did he finally let go?
I don't know. I think I blacked out. That's what I said. I don't know.
You're like, you're not hurt.
And then, okay, oh my gosh, this episode really did not mean to go this way. One more.
Stay in the microphone.
Sorry. One more. Is that better? Was I down?
No, you're good,
One more, and then I'll let you talk. So go away.
You're fine. We should bring Lars on.
Yeah, I wish he was here right now. So we had this thing. It was back when Jackass was a thing.
Yeah.
And so we would go down and like fake fight right there at the soccer fields by the road. And every time it was this thing. Like, I think we were like 6th, 7th grade, and I guess we realized that after like doing it 4 or 5 times, he was like, "You're always beating me up," and he was like, "Can we fake?" He said, "Let me to be the one that fake beats you up this time." And so we're doing it, and then he accidentally hits me in the face, and I was like, "That's why I'm usually the one that's doing the fake beating up because you hit me." So, all right.
Oh, God.
We're not talking anymore about Lars.
So, anyways, one time me and Lars were, no, I'm just kidding. One time I was at Disney on Ice. So, my first fight experience, and I didn't fight.
So you've been in a fight.
I did not know. I've been in verbal altercations.
Oh.
But the first one ever occurred was at Disney on Ice, of all places.
How many times have you said, like, "Josh, hold me back, Josh"?
So me and Allison had taken Ava and Deacon and Ella. And this whole time, little Deacon, his legs were not, he was just like 2. And his feet, okay, so the chairs automatically flop up, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I think Allison was having to hold the chair down the whole time for him. Well, he would hold his legs out onto the seat ahead of him, and he just had them propped there. And I mean, they're just little bitty feet. He was like 2 years old. So, and the lady in front of him, she had kind of been leaned forward the whole time, not because of his feet. She was just leaned forward.
You sure?
I don't know. I don't care. But so finally, we were toward the end. Praise the Lord. It was almost to the end, and she turns back and shoves his little feet off that chair. I am not kidding.
You don't know this person?
No, I didn't know her, but she knows me now. No, I'm kidding. But I was like,
Did you cuss?
no, I didn't cuss, but
You're better than me.
well, I mean, if we would probably not been at Disney on Ice, I might have, but I was like, no. And I mean, I just like let her have it without cussing, I guess. Maybe I cussed. I don't know. We'd have to ask Allison. But I was like, I let her have it. And then she
Your
was
alter
like,
ego kicked in.
I said, don't you ever touch him again. And she was like, she's the one. No, I'm sorry. She's the one that turned around and said no. I was like, don't you ever touch him. And she turned around and she was like, no, he has had his feet on my chair this whole time. And y'all, I'm not kidding. So many people had turned around and were just staring at us. I mean,
Oh my
people I
gosh.
knew, because this was just in Huntsville and it was Disney on Ice, so most people with kids, will go to it or whatever.
Well, they're probably going to at least see one redneck thing there.
Oh yeah.
So you fulfilled that for
it was
them.
definitely it was not regular people. It was redneck
Yeah,
people
there you go.
for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that was the first time I've ever, I think, like came very close. But
I'm more aggressive now the older I've gotten. But, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't
oh yeah, I'm
fight,
more
but
like
people just get on
I
your
don't let
nerves
people
quicker.
run.
That's what it
People,
is.
yeah, I mean, I just like I'm more like I will say something now if something's whatever. But like then that was the first. But it was just like when she touched his feet, like something or like shoved. I mean, she shoved.
This is
them.
her nephew. So.
That she shoved them, and I was like, I don't know. So and then on the way home, we got so tickled because Seth and Josh were having to pump the septic tank. I don't know if he remembers that, but they were having to pump our septic tank. And we got home, and as soon as we got to the car, we started dying laughing about it. And then we get home and tell them, and they're like, they don't find it near as funny because they've been messing with the septic tank the whole time we've been gone.
Okay, like so the women took them.
Oh yeah, we took the kids.
Were you
and
shake-
Judd was a baby.
Were you shaky mad?
Oh my gosh!
You know what I'm talking about?
But
Shaky
what's
mad.
funny is we were like,
Oh.
I looked over and I was like, let's get out of here before it like totally ended. And I mean, we hightailed it out.
I think anybody would agree. Like whatever it gets you, when you get that like. I don't know. To me, I get that kind of shaky, quivery voice. It's just that mad, like where you're just that mad.
You feel it like in your
man.
throat.
And it takes it.
Your ears ring.
No, my ears ain't ring.
My ears
Okay.
ring. I'm like, but
But it takes me a second to get back from that. So.
oh yeah,
I
it
try
takes
not
me a
I
second
try
to
not
calm
get
down.
there.
Like yeah, I mean it's been very few times in my life, but yes, but that was the first. Disney on Ice.
Yeah, I don't think of any other fights. I can't think of.
Well, yours was historic, so I mean that probably you could end on
Yeah,
that one and
yeah,
just
for real.
yeah.
I got choked out. Could you imagine if I would have landed it though?
Can you imagine if you would have like something bad would have happened? And like, was it you and Lars and Britt, or just you and Lars?
Oh, I don't know.
But and just be like, I don't know. Anyways, that's too funny. I've never heard that story. I can't.
But no, I'm not gonna go on. I could tell we have, dude. Oh my God, we really do. We do need to get him on there because from camping, oh man, to third period P, we would basketball games. I'm not kidding you. Like it's seriously. But we'll move on. So, any other good news? Anything else you want to talk about? I have something I want to talk about.
What?
Do you have a certain animal that scares you?
Oh yeah, cats.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about you fear of your life. Like
Cats.
okay,
100%. You can ask Josh.
And this isn't like a selfless plug because it wasn't even that big of a deal. But I'm talking. Let me give you something to reference.
We're talking about snakes.
Snake video.
Yeah, your snake video.
That's what I'm saying. Cats don't do that to you, right?
Yes, I would rather be in a room.
All right, y'all bring in the cats.
I'm serious. I would rather be in a room. Now, poisonous, no, obviously. But I would rather be in a room with a couple of rat snakes or whatever than a couple of wild cat. Or not wild cats, but stray,
You could kick a cat, if you had to.
I have had a cat leap on my neck before.
Sully leaped on my neck this week.
Oh,
That was
please.
bad.
Please.
I had whelps.
The cat leaped. I don't care. I'm fine with the dog leaping up on me as long as it doesn't bite me, but
He bit me. That's what I'm saying. They did go away, but it was good for a minute though.
look, I don't like cats. Like, I'm telling
you
you.
have, like, a
the
bad-
room at Pet Depot that has all the cats to adopt.
Is there a reason?
That's my worst fear.
Like
Well, the one leaping on my neck didn't help. But no, we even had a cat, like a stray cat, come up, which, I mean, my parents don't care for animals, but like a
What was
stray
its
cat
name?
out, Pockets. And it had like those
I
seizures.
thought y'all had a cat over there that acted like a dog at one point in time. Did y'all?
Acted like a dog.
Y'all never, you know?
Oh,
those-
like
a
yeah,
dog acting
Pockets.
cat.
She was real sweet.
Like to actually come up to you. and
Yes,
say its
but she
name
had
and all
these
that
weird
stuff.
seizures or something. Anyway, I don't. That's
Oh, go ahead.
no. Go ahead, but that's
No,
it. Cats
go
are
ahead.
it. Go ahead. You don't have to be.
No.
Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
I'm done. That was it. I'm done.
All right. I'll tell you.
Did Alabama win?
No. No.
That's a bummer.
You got anything else you want to tell me about?
No, I don't think so. What were you just getting tickled about?
I wish you would change subjects. I can't tell you.
Oh, okay. I will. Okay, well, you can tell me later.
Yeah.
What was your animal, Clay?
Snakes and spiders. Oh my goodness, snakes and sparklers. I felt like I was talking about Joe Dirt. Snakes.
Don't church
and
it up,
spiders.
Dirt. It's just snakes.
I've quoted that movie so much. Like Ryder hasn't watched it, but he's kind of watched it through my quotes at least. Oh man, that was if me and Sarah were ever on bad terms, we could go to that movie.
Oh
and
my
it
God.
made
Like,
the
we
movie
could
for us.
be on really bad terms and quote
Yes,
that.
yeah.
And
You're
just
my
be,
sister. You're my sister. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, we'd be laughing again. So,
Because we used to, I was thinking about that the other day. Actually, when I thought about the fight question or the scenario that made me think of that to ask that question, I got to thinking, and you and Callie, that's probably really your first fight.
no, she just clawed me, and she was like, "I called the microwave first, all right?
And then
Nobody
he would
cooks
run up to
ramen first in this house but me."
And he would run up to my parent, my mom. So my mom was a teacher, and so she was like the parent that was home in the summer. And how we live, she was like the adult.
She was, our supervision.
She was the
with all of
supervisor.
Our hammers and machetes down there building and stuff. Like, but go ahead.
Oh yeah. God, oh yeah. Anyway, Clay would run up to our house and
We hover our kids, so that's different.
I know. But anyways, like he would run up there and be like, "Look what Callie just did," and pull his shirt up, and I mean, he would have claw marks on his back.
Our kids argue, but it wasn't. I don't know. I mean, I don't. They're not physical with each other. Right? Cora may throw a little swat every now and then or something, but
Ava gets that way with Judd if he's like I don't know.
she's not.
but
like
not
her daddy.
bad.
Oh, Cora's not like her daddy. If she swats, she lands. Okay, she doesn't miss. Like me. Okay.
But like when we were really young, we would be like, we're meeting on the trampoline, and then like we would fight it out on the trampoline.
Dude, me and Seth had Thursday night fights. Like,
But y'all weren't mad at each other.
no.
Yeah, I'm talking
but-
about when we were mad at each other,
yeah.
like we would. But yeah, you and Seth would do like wrestling.
And then he would always bust my nose, and then he'd be like, "Don't go tell Aunt Biggie."
Oh, because it would bleed. Yeah, you were a
Free
free
blood.
bleeder.
I used to say three.
I did too. I
A
was
three
about to say the same
bleeder.
thing. I used to say a 3 bleeder. Clayton was a free bleeder. You remember when we would lay on the trampoline and look at the cars going by?
And say
And
the next one's
say
yours.
the next one's yours.
Oh. Dude, I
Do you
passed
still
out-
do that?
Well, we had in Beach Creek's not as hopping as, but where we lived in Grant, the metropolis, where we lived in Grant before we lived back to Guntersville, the road we lived on was actually pretty active, and
Yeah.
we would sit out there. Definitely during COVID, I mean, we would play Next Car. I would just call it Next Car's Yours.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
and that's I don't know. It was I did. I mean, we
so.
played it when we were kids too. So.
That trampoline, like we did so much on y'all's trampoline.
And look, let's get into that for 1 second. And it was, you know what we didn't have? What did we not
Nets.
have? Nets.
But I'm so thankful for nets.
If we didn't have nets, Ryder could not jump on one. Like he's used to it. Like they rely on them. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I
They
guess
rely
Cora
on
does
them
too.
big
But
time.
I think about Ryder like he really leans into them or jumps into them.
Yeah.
Stuff. So it's
and
like,
so it makes it a little more fun, I guess, for them. But I
I
won't.
know, but how did we not?
I don't
die?
know. I mean, I remember like my leg going through, like I remember falling off
yeah.
them.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, we were fine, but like, I don't know.
Back in our day.
We didn't even have the pad over the springs.
I don't
Neither
know.
did
yeah, I
y'all.
was gonna say,
Yeah, it wore
You
off.
think Buck
And-
put the pad on? We're lucky he put the screws in. You know what I'm saying?
We love young Buck.
No, for real.
And then y'all had a rusted basketball goal, and you would like, you didn't remember that time? You flipped through it that time, and it pulled your shorts off, and you were hanging there naked.
I was just, my face is probably turning red.
It is very red.
Oh my goodness. Because I thought it was cool. I was like dunking
You
the
were gonna
basketball.
flip through it, right?
Yeah, I pulled up through it, and then it got hung on like the ring. And I was hanging there, and like, it's not a made up story. Like for real, I
It
was
totally
hanging there,
ripped off your pants.
to my
and-
knees, and I was hanging there, just bare butt and all.
Oh my gosh, that was so great. Yeah, and then something else, which Mark has passed away now, but me and Leanie and Callie were in love with Mark Naylor, and we would lay on the trampoline.
We have no idea about privacy issues anyway, so because we're just saying all kind of names, and we'll learn it. So
Well, no, but this is about Callie. I mean, this
I'm
isn't
kidding.
anything. Look, like
All these people are on Facebook.
he was so cute, and anyways, we would
Let's
lay
just
on the
stick to first
trampoline.
names.
We would lay on the trampoline and be like, I wonder if Mark's up in those trees because he walked everywhere, barefoot. And anyways,
he was like Beach Creek's Tarzan.
yeah, he was. It was so cool, and we were just like, oh, he's so dreamy. We're like, I wonder if he's in these trees looking down.
And think about how bad those feet stink, man. He walked barefoot everywhere, and y'all are like dreaming about him. LA.
But anyways,
Testosterone.
testosterone. So cute. But anyways, so yeah, good times. Good times.
All right. I have a
Looks
couple-
like Australia is responsible for the nets around trampolines.
Australia?
That's what it looks like.
When did it start?
2000.
2000. I wonder if it was like a certain injury or a case or like a lawsuit or something.
I think they sold one with the nets and then it just took off.
They sold it. People were like, huh.
Well, Leanie
sad.
got bounced off a trampoline when she was like 3 and it knocked her out. I mean, she had to go to the hospital. It wasn't y'all's trampoline.
Oh, yeah. I did not know that, though.
Yeah, so, I mean, and then Bentley broke his arm on, so.
And then you hit the side of a house one time on a bike. Oh, you did?
Josh Carr called me the other night and he was actually calling
Dude,
me
you
to tell me
Josh C.
okay, he does not care.
I'm playing.
The reason that the reason I say Josh Carr is because my husband is Josh, so I always
Sure.
explain.
I'm kidding.
But anyway, he called me the other night because Sonny had ran down
Love
to
you,
your
buddy.
yard. Love you, buddy. Had ran down to your yard, and he called and he was like, "This dog's going to give this dog parvo." And anyways, so he was like, "I cannot believe you didn't tell the story about you hitting our house with the bike." Anyways, I was going down. So like my parents live here, and then Aunt Rhonda and Uncle Philip used to live across the road.
We have one
And-
up on a hill, one down here.
Yes.
I'll give this kind of.
Yeah, we'll put up a. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, I'm riding my bike. Clearly, I thought about this. I could not drive anything.
How old were you?
I was like 9, I guess, probably.
No
Or
training
8.
wheels.
No training wheels. Clearly, I needed them.
I was about to say, whew.
But I mean, the 4-wheeler wrecks and this, I thought about this and I was like, oh my God, I was
How
terrible.
did you get your license?
I got a 97 on my driver's test, and the guy was like, I don't ever give 100s. Pretty much you would have gotten a 100, but I don't do 100s, so I got 97. But anyways, coming down the hill, I hit a rock. Totally, I guess how I am, in life, with one little hiccup, and I totally lose my mind.
Oh, you
I
you
hit
had
the
a
rock,
rider
and I'm
go-kart
like,
moment? Just panicked?
oh yeah,
You
yeah, totally
floored it?
panicked. Was like, couldn't remember how to use the brakes. Go flying down the hill, down their yard, and I ram my head into their house.
Did you have a helmet?
Uncle, I think I had. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if I rode a helmet
that
when I
would
was riding
be.
bikes.
I was about to say in Beach Creek there ain't too many bicycles.
I don't
You
think
know
I
what
had
I'm
a
saying?
helmet with my bike.
Yeah.
Not that I don't recommend it.
I mean,
But
I was saying, we
anyways,
didn't have trampolines with nets.
right. So I don't think I had a helmet on. But anyways, I hit that thing and I sat up, and Uncle Phil Uncle Philip came walking out of the garage. And I think Uncle Philip was out there and Josh. I don't remember. Lee, I don't know if Lee was or not. I think he was too. But anyways, I hit that and I sat up and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
You're like, "I'm good. It wasn't that big of a deal." Try like just shake it off.
I'm pretty sure Uncle Philip was like, "You didn't dent the house, did you?" I mean, I ran.
Yes. If you know, you know. That's good. That was so
But
good.
I was like, "Oh my gosh." Anyways.
You're paying for that.
No, he wasn't being like
I'm
that.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, me. But yes. But I was thinking about that. I was like, God, I really was terrible at driving. Lenny did throw me off a go-kart one time, but she was driving. She threw me off in the pasture. We were hitting the terrace rows, and she did a sharp turn and flung me. And I just went rolling, and it cut my side all up. So we're all down there hanging out one night around Uncle Philip's, and my mom sees my side, and she was like, "What did you do?" Because we had sworn we weren't going to
She's sneaky. She tried to not tell about anything, and it always involved like some type of motor vehicle or ATV.
Well, and anyways, so me and Leah made a pact. We were like, "We'll get grounded." And
We're
I never
going back
even
to
got
prison for
grounded.
this.
I'm already serving like 12 years.
Yeah.
But anyways, and so, so we're like, well, of course we both break it. We're like, I said, she threw me off. Anyways, guilty conscience, which that story just reminded me about not telling people about the time that me and Lenny and Callie went up to my storage room and we wanted to cuss.
This is how the devil creeps into your life right here. You got cousins like Callie and Lenny. Sorry. All right, Kaka. We're going to give you some positive stuff.
Wait, you are the one.
I'm kidding. I love her to death.
Me and Callie and Lenny. But yes, when you have cousins like Callie and Lenny, yes, they will.
They're like, sneak up here. We got to tell you something.
So they're all like, okay, we're going to say this word. And then it comes to me and I'm like, okay, I'll say it. But when I say it, I'm talking about down there. Or I'm talking about the Guntersville Dam.
Can you bleep that out, Josh? Please. Thank you.
And they're like, no, that doesn't count. And I'm like, peer pressure. That was my first moment with peer pressure, okay? My earliest memory of peer pressure.
What if you're like, that was the first time I cussed. And when Lenny said that, I actually called her the B word.
But I was talking about a female dog.
How old were you?
I justified it.
We were probably like, they're 2 years older than me. So, no, not really. They're like a year and a half older. But, so I was like, probably 9, 10.
So think of the adults.
No, I was probably 9 because they were probably like almost 11, 12.
Yeah, I was about to say, think of all the adults in our life around us at that time and the words we probably heard.
They really was smoking heaters.
Yeah, for real.
You learned to cuss.
They better be glad we started going to Victory Baptist. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shout out.
I know. How cool did you feel when your mom was giving that testimony and she was like, Clay and Sarah, stand up.
That's right. All my real homies, stand up. That's right.
And then it was like, the people in the balcony. It was our whole family. No, we're totally kidding. But
No, it was. No. Those were good times.
Those were such good times. So, do you remember your first cuss word?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't cuss.
Oh, yeah.
I never remember. I just said that one to Ryder last week.
That's
That was the
true.
only
Yes,
first one,
that is
only one
true.
ever.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding. I really don't. I don't know.
I bet when you were younger.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
But I've never really heard you cuss a lot anyways.
No. No. It all stays in here. No, I'm kidding. I have some questions for you.
Okay.
My sister actually gave me this idea, so I will shout out her. And I really am excited about what we're reviewing, the food we're reviewing. I won't get really into it, but I am excited about Jonica's and the news that comes with it.
Yes, yes. Jonka's Bakery, yep.
Yep. And like I said, we'll get into it later, but you said something about their barbecue menu. You could smell it today when you went and picked it up. And
I haven't had it yet, but yeah. I didn't even realize they had that until I found that out earlier, and now you can get like family plates and everything.
You can.
Okay, what's the question?
Well, before I ask you this, do you have any stories you want to tell me that are in this?
No.
Well, why'd you write it down?
This is something else.
Oh, that's not topics.
No, this was all I had. This is not scripted, okay?
You got one note here. I know.
I'm
just making
serious.
sure.
It's not.
Oh, I know that. I didn't know if you had any notes.
And that was just so I wouldn't forget to ask you.
My ear was itching.
All right, what is the question?
All right. I've got a couple would you rathers. All right. Would you rather sleep for a whole year or not sleep for a year at all?
Oh God, that's like a
Do you know what? You know why I picked that one?
why?
It was the first one I looked down and saw.
Pick a different one. That's a weird one.
Oh, come on. All right. I'll give you this one. As you can tell, we really don't plan this. All right. Okay. Would you rather oversleep every day for a week or not get any sleep at all for 4 days? What's up with the sleep questions? My goodness.
I would rather.
I know
I would rather
mine's
oversleep.
easy. Oh, see, mine's not getting any sleep. I could operate as much. As you can see, I don't have my Red Bull peach here. I wish I did, but no, I could. I would. I guess I would. I do not like to be late for stuff.
I'm really not sick. I'm just a sneezer.
It's your nose.
Yeah, Callie sent one earlier about that and said, "Would you rather? What was it? Have the ability to be invisible, but you sneeze every time you. But it's only when you sneeze, or the other part of that was like fly, but only when you're singing. I believe I can fly or something. But I literally would be invisible all the time because I sneeze.
Who made that question up? That is a very specific.
I
Would you rather.
don't know. It was on something like that.
Man, this is like country living. Copyright PM or whatever.
But anyways, I sneeze. I'm not kidding y'all. I don't care if you don't believe me. I sneeze every day between 4:30 and 6:30. I mean 4:30. It's usually right at 5 o'clock every day. But sometimes it'll adjust a little bit. So 4:30 to about 5:30 every day I sneeze. Multiple times. I have asked the allergy doctor about it. He was like, really? Which I've looked it up, and it says something like your body gets in this like circadian rhythm, I guess. That's the only explanation. I have no idea, but I sneeze other times of the day too. But definitely. I could tell you that it was almost 5 o'clock when I started sneezing. I swear, I never get it wrong.
Like most people at least sneeze. Do you think they at least sneeze more than once?
Most people, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I always thought that too.
Do you sneeze more than once?
I'm a one-timer.
You're a one-timer.
Unless I
One and
really
done.
want to get it out, and then I'll look. Oh, you know what the trick is, right?
What?
Look at the sun.
That makes you sneeze.
Yeah, if you sneeze once and you don't feel like you got it all out, you look at the sun.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, I sneeze like 4 or 5 times. Never once, never twice. At least 3 times. And every time on this podcast, my nose runs.
Everybody's looking at you by the time you're finished sneezing. Not that loud person.
I'm working in a different county right now, and the people are just getting to know me.
That's what I could hear over in Marshall County. Is you sneezing? I'm kidding.
And I would sneeze. Or I'll sneeze. Like the other day, I'll sneeze so much, and somebody was like, "You good?" And I was like, "I'm just a sneezer. Sorry."
What you doing on the weekends? I'm playing with you.
Yeah, I know, really. Nope.
No, just a chronic sneeze.
No, I've been doing this for I'll tell you, and it's so weird that I know the month. I'm a weird
month and the time, 5 o'clock.
It was August of 2010, and I'm not kidding because it started, and then we were getting married in October, and I was like, am I going to be sneezing the whole time through our wedding? Like, it was that bad, and it never stopped.
Since then?
And I've been to the allergy doctor, and I'm not allergic to anything. I even took...
Is that 14 years? Hold on.
Yeah. 15 years. I even took... Okay, so I noticed I'm not a drinker really anyways, but I mean, I will, socially drink every once in a while, but there's a particular wine that I like. And I would notice when I would take a few sips of it, it was red wine. I would take a few sips of it, and immediately my nose would, kind of feel full, and it would get itchy, and I would start sneezing, and I'm like, that's a thing. Like, you can put, the sticks in the wine that removes, the whatever.
I have no clue what you're talking about, but go ahead.
So, when I made my allergy appointment a few years ago, I was like, I think I'm allergic to red wine. And I was like, can I bring some? And they were like,
The doctor's
mean,
I usually don't do this.
they
but
were
go
like,
ahead
oh,
and do
just
it."
wait. They were like, well, I mean, we can check. Well, I never heard back from them. So I straight up, we had like these little like bottles with the screw top. I like put some in there and took it with me to the doctor. And I told the nurse or whatever, well, the doctor comes in. He was really sweet, but he was like, I said, and I brought some wine. Like, to clarify, I don't want wine that bad. I was just trying to figure out, like,
But
what,
she took it to the doctor.
what am I allergic to? I take it to the doctor, and I was like, I brought some wine. And he was like, he said, I told them to tell you not to do that, but we're going to use it.
That's awesome.
Okay.
He's like, give me a swig of that.
He's like, yeah, he kept it back there. No, I'm just kidding. And I didn't react to it. They put it in the little pricker thing.
You're like, well, that's not what's causing my
So
sneezing.
that night I was like,
You're like, I don't really care that much, but I did carry a vial of it to the doctor with me.
no, but honestly, I really didn't.
I don't have allergies to my knowledge. I don't think.
Well, I mean, I can go in like the clothes section in a store, like Walmart. Like I can be in the groceries or whatever, and then I walk over to the clothes, and immediately like my nose.
Right.
But I'm not allergic. But it was mildly to like grasses. Or
When did you go
whatever.
to the allergy doctor?
Been a couple of years ago.
Did they do like a full blown test, prick you, and all that stuff?
They did all the pricks on
on
my
your
back.
back. How many?
I don't think it was it Ryder that went? I don't think it was as many as. I mean, I probably like what is it?
And it was like
42 or something, or
I don't remember how.
maybe that's too much.
Do you remember
Maybe
how many
that's
his was?
extreme. Did he have to do them on his arms too? Yeah,
Oh, they came back in. Dude, they were
I had
like.
to do like a couple, like a control and something else on my arm, but the rest.
I'm
were
trying
on
to
back.
remember exactly what they said. They were like, if it looks like a bee sting or something like that. I guess they were like, you could tell pretty quickly if you're gonna. Yeah.
Because you sent a picture of them, and it was
dude. What we thought it was just like bananas, because he was saying when he ate bananas, watermelon, kiwi, it would like itch his throat or his tongue, and it wasn't bad. But bananas, I think, was the one that made him feel like he was actually having trouble breathing, and it was making him feel weird. And so we were expecting that, and dude, it was like, golly, it was Callie. Sorry. Which is super, super awesome still, but
Well, I mean, it was Callie that did what?
I'm saying like it was Callie all over. Like she's allergic to everything.
Oh, it was Callie
I'm
all
sorry.
over.
I need to give context. My sister is
Horribly
allergic
to
Yes.
stuff.
But it
Like,
was
awful.
like he was like it was all the grasses, it was trees. It was pretty much
Bless
everything.
him.
And the foods. It definitely confirmed like the banana one was like big swole. I'm trying to think if there was a. I was trying to think, was there one that was like that it shocked us? I mean, half his bag, I guess, but it was crazy. Like it looked like
Like one big. When you walk back in there, it's like one big whelp.
When she left, she said it may take 10 minutes, and it wasn't but like 60 seconds to 2 minutes, and they were whelping up like crazy.
That's crazy. Seth had to do allergy shots. I mean, he was the one that had those kind of allergies, but I don't know. I don't know why I do it, but my nose itches all the time, and I'm always sneezing.
Do you ever think about allergies like 2,000 years ago? Like somebody eats something there and they just, what do you do? It's like they eat a nut and they're like, well, Bob's down.
Bob's down.
Did they even have allergies?
I think that's just from all the stuff. I don't know.
it's just
I
called
don't want to
death.
get into a discussion about it, but
No, that would be funny. Though.
It's terrifying though how you can be allergic to something
Isn't peanuts
at like
That-
45, like and not eat it your whole life.
eat it your whole life.
Hey, I know a guy for real. That he was in his. I think if I get it completely wrong, sorry. You may not probably want him to listen to this, but I want to say maybe late 20s, and he loves seafood, ate seafood, and he was at the beach and pretty much contracted. I mean, he was eating crab legs or something, and ever since then he has not been able to eat seafood. I don't know what started or
Crazy
what,
to me, and it's so scary.
and it kicked in. So, but
Well, just like Josh had a distant cousin who'd always been, who had been stung by like bees and stuff before, and like she got stung and passed away. I mean, like it's crazy.
passed away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I always thought peanuts was the big bad one. Like if you had a peanut allergy.
That would be like, I know it's probably scary enough with riders. I don't want to say mild, but like at least nothing is like, but eventually it could.
But what if it was your kid, Sarah? Go ahead.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm
And that's
kidding.
scary enough. But
I'm
I'm saying, can
playing.
you imagine if it was like the anaphylaxis, like where you're just
Oh,
breathing it
no, for
in,
real.
like.
No,
And I
you're
know
right.
there are people out there that are listening that have
Yeah,
those.
for
So
real.
that
No.
seriously, oh my gosh, like that is so terrifying.
So I guess
Um,
I guess I'm thankful to not have really.
Oh yeah, I'm
any
thankful
allergies.
that none of mine swelled up, especially the wine.
But that's how I get through my life.
I probably haven't had any of that wine since then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
All right, so
No,
I did.
that's the story.
Can I tell you a story that's not? It's not local to us, or it's not personal to us, but it is something I read, and I want to see if you can guess where it happened.
Oh, I swear I wasn't. I saw the picture at the top.
I guess the location doesn't matter. I would just say, how crazy would this be? All right. Have you ever been at home and you just got a hankering for something?
Sweet.
Yeah. There you go. Say, you even finished my sentence. And what if you went to Dairy Queen and we lived in Georgia or Tennessee
Okay.
and you wanted to stop and get a scratch off?
Oh, 100%. Scratch offs are my thing.
Okay. And then you proceeded to go get your Blizzard, ease back home, scratch it off for $1 million.
Oh my gosh.
And the only reason you stopped to get the scratch off was because you had a hankering to go get the Blizzard.
So you're telling me I need to eat a blizzard every day?
That's the play. A woman
Oh
in.
my
a woman
gosh.
in. What state? I'll say it.
Mississippi.
Kentucky. Close.
Dadgum.
No, not close, actually. Geography was not my thing.
God, that would be.
Yeah, like I said. Well, I mean, I don't care, really.
What? You care what?
I was like, I really don't care. It wouldn't be that cool, but I was like, I guess
Oh
it would
my
be pretty
God,
cool.
that would be amazing. Oh, that'd be so amazing. Anyways.
Is it cookie time?
Cookie time.
Oh, God.
So Jonica's Bakery is in Guntersville.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Guntersville, Alabama. They are, I did not realize this until earlier, thank you, Coco. Forgot to put that over there. What all they have now. I've eaten lunch there several times. So good. But they're open Monday through Saturday. Don't touch my stuff. Just kidding.
I wash my hands.
Joking.
I peed before we started this episode.
I know. I'm so
y'all.
proud of you. Monday through Saturday. I think they used to be closed on Mondays, but Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They now have a barbecue menu, and they also now have like family packs, like large family packs. 12 to 14 varieties of cupcakes, 12 to 14 varieties of cookies, and half of those are they change weekly, like the flavors. They have a to-go cooler with chicken salad,
The
pimento
barbecue
cheese.
smelled good today when I picked up the cookies.
Oh yeah. You
I
said
didn't.
that
I
earlier,
didn't
that
get
it
any,
smelled
but
good.
oh my God, it smelled.
Yeah, I had no clue they were doing
I
that.
didn't
So, soup, sausage balls, and more in the to-go cooler. They do catering, and it is their cookies and their cakes and Jonica, she's so sweet. But anyways, love it there.
Do you want to tell?
From now,
Tell 'em. Oh.
so from now, when this episode airs, well, technically, I guess we're recording this on the 15th. So for the next 6 months, you can go in and mention the Regular People podcast and get a free cookie or cupcake. So
make sure you go in and mention that you heard it here.
yes, that you listened to it and you heard us say that. So go in, say Regular People podcast, and walk in and say what you want. Don't just go in and say Regular People.
Yeah.
But
and look, don't be greedy like people go in there.
I'll be going there with disguises.
Sarah would go in there every day.
Yeah,
like, regular
putting
people?
a wig on. Regular people.
I'm just kidding. For the 2 people that's going to do it, thank you. I'm really playing. I hope everybody really does for sure.
Yes, but so we are going to.
All right.
What we got? This is the one I want to try
That's
first.
chocolate chip.
This is chocolate chip. Oh, good. That's my favorite, anyways. And it's thin. That's what I love. Look at that.
I got there's one. I wish I would have asked, and I didn't ask.
Oh,
You want
that's got like a sugar glaze on the top or something. Coco, take it.
Yeah, y'all can eat it.
That is not. That is not chocolate chip.
It is too, I promise you. I do have to pee, but I'm not going to. We're going to ride it out, but I do let you know I do have to.
Good. We're glad to know.
All right, look. This is the one I got. I don't know if you would like. It is
That
white.
is amazing.
It's really good.
I've never had that. I don't usually get gross. I don't usually get cookies. I eat cupcakes.
Will you try this?
Yeah.
It's a white chocolate chip cranberry.
This is my cheat day.
Oh, do you go by diet?
Yeah, I have been for a few weeks.
You on that seafood diet?
Yeah, I wish.
Overly
Clearly, your friend's not. That was. Oh,
right.
that one's good.
That is good. I don't know what's in the. There's one that's
Oh, my
oatmeal
nose is
raisin.
itching.
Y'all probably don't hear a smack over this.
I know. I'm smacking the
And
microphone.
there's one that's called $1 Million Cookie. That's what I wanted to ask what that is. $1 million.
That's got like all the different. I think doesn't $1 million cookie have like the coconut and the.
That that's the.
You don't like coconut though.
I don't know.
Can Sonny have
oatmeal
about
raisin.
if you don't have chocolate?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
A non-chocolate one.
But I want to try this. There's one more in here I want to try real quick while we're still
Hang on.
recording.
That is good. The $1 million. Okay.
I don't know if that was $1 million. That was that $1 million?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness.
What is that one?
I don't know. That one's cinnamon. Jonica, these are really good for real.
What'd you just give her?
I know.
No, it was cinnamon. Not
Oh.
chocolate.
I have the
got
toxic
you,
food
Sonny.
list downstairs.
No
No more.
No, look, real quick. While we're
Which I've always called these doo-doo cookies. These are like oatmeal cookies or whatever. That's really good.
no, I did.
Oh,
I
that's
called
the one
them
I
that
wanted
too.
to try. Or these are the exact
I
same.
have no idea what's in this.
It's like one of those wedding cookies or whatever.
I'll be honest. That's the best one I've ever had.
Is it like a wedding
These are
cookie?
just not my favorite kind of cookie, but that's the best one I've ever had. Usually those are hard and like
I actually like it. And those are pecans.
that
in
one.
there?
That first one is my favorite,
I think
but
those
all
are
of them are
pecans.
delicious.
That's actually really good.
So, anyways,
For real. So now until August.
now until August the 15th, go in there and mention us, Regular People Podcast, and get you a free cookie or cupcake and look around. They've got all kind of stuff.
Grab some lunch.
Grab some lunch, some
Barbecue.
barbecue for the weekend.
Barbecue. Me and you. I'm
Thank
gonna buy
y'all.
this.
Love you guys.
I love you. And this is
Regular People.
My ears are itching.
My nose is itching. How long did we
What
go?
was bad?
No, we're still recording.
What's wrong?
But we'll cut it. What's wrong?
She just wiped her mouth with the same tissue she's been wiping her nose.